October 15th. Temperature's still kind of hot. I'm going to take the rest of the week and see if I can't go ride a little bit of the GOAT. The, what is that? The Greater Ohio Adventure Trail? Off-road. Greater Ohio Adventure Trail. Going to give it a try. Got the usual loadout. Nothing new or different, so Super Tenere packed and ready to go. All right. The adventure begins as soon as I back this monster away from the garage. Let's get going. Getting out of the driveway is the hardest part. All right, we'll just go around here, go around the block here and cool down a little bit. It's still quite warm out. Got my new LT2 Advant X helmet. So let's get the rumbling away. Nice and cool once you get going. Okay, first half mile uneventful. If I have a complaint about the Tenere as I stop here to set up my navigation, it's that it doesn't tell you what gear you're in. You can barely tell whether it's in neutral or not. Okay, let's get the navigation going. All right, it says 3 hours to get to the Ohio Mohican State Park, and that's where I'll camp the first night with any luck. I'll just get there, camp, and then, we'll make our way down some little bit of the trail. I have never been on it before. I haven't really been on any trail before, so we'll see how that goes. I have a very large Super Tenere XT1200Z, so 600 pounds plus who knows how much more. Excessive camp stuff I've got on here. We'll see if I can, if they just have like simple dirt tracks, nothing technical, I won't have any trouble with it, so I won't get myself into too much trouble. But, it'll be fun. I know they got some scenic attractions along the way, and it's partially paved here and there. Mainly just want to get out one last time if I can. The wife made it clear that if I was going to buy a bunch of camping equipment, I better go camping. So here I am, going camping. Just got to get out onto the road here. Good grief. Grand Central Station around here. Well, we are now traveling at speed. We'll see how the sound comes out. I believe the sound will be okay, as long as I'm not overdriving it. Can't recall. I should check that. I should check and make sure that I set the gain down on this. Yes, even the Amish ride a bus. The boys always wear stocking caps even in the summer. There they go. Somebody's not paying attention there. I just heard squealing tires behind me. That's always great. Just great. The horses have all come out to see the kids home. Except the one guy there. He's just laying down. He's not excited. I think I'll have to put this thing into sport mode. Touring mode is a little bit sluggish with all this extra luggage. Sport mode, much better. Oh, she shot out of there. He's ready to be home. As exciting as it is to follow the bus, we really need to get around here. All right, we're off. Guess we don't need to be that far off. Okay, next stop, gas. Okay, I did check, and I have minus 12 dB on the DJI unit, so I should not be clipping. And the sound should be as good as it was the last time we tested it. The harvest is upon us. Getting the corn. It's dried up enough to get corn. The beans have already been harvested for the most part. Getting into the groove of the ride now, just cruising along, enjoying the scenery. Now last month I did an overnight trip with the Groovy Bean, my son David, the Groovy Bean, and had a great time. We have matching Super Tenerés. They're both red 2015, so it's pretty funny. His is decked out better than mine, though. I'm kind of mad about that. But nevertheless, we had a good time. We did try to video and get some audio on quite a bit of it. He's very artistic. He has his hands on all the files and is doing the work. So who knows when that video will come out. This one I'll probably be able to edit and get put up. I'm not a very faithful vlogger, but then I got a regular job. Haha. Kinda, sort of. I'm semi-retired. I work part-time, which is allowing me to keep working a little bit. It makes the wife a little happier. But on the hairy edge, retirement is a carrot dangling right in front of me. I'm a little bit concerned that I would retire and have nothing to do. I'm not a person who's developed a lot of hobbies. This motorcycle stuff and camping and whatnot, that's like the best hobby I have at present. Although my wife points out that my hobby seems to be researching and buying things more than it is actually using the stuff that I buy, and I can't say she's wrong. Gosh, it's a lot of fun to research and buy stuff, watch YouTubes. But man, the whole point is to get out and use it. That's what I love to do. It's just hard to get to it. I got to break the cycle of constantly feeling like I got to work. It'll be okay. It'll be okay to just take some time off, do something I enjoy doing. Thus, here we are. It's going to get a little bit cold. It'll get into the upper 30s a night or two out there. So I've got lots of stuff. I should be just fine with the gear that I have. But I can't hardly wait. I love the fall. I love this cold weather, and bring it on. I am ready for winter to be here. I'd much rather be out on the bike when it's cold and I have to bundle up. It's going to be a lot of this kind of travel for the next 2 hours, so let's not fill up an entire SD card with the same old soybean fields. I guess while we're out here, I could talk about my helmet, my new helmet. What, an LT2 or LTC? I forget what it's called. LT2 or something. Advant X modular helmet. Check this out. It's a different kind of modular. See how it does that? The whole face part, goes around. It's almost 360, so it goes all the way around to the back. And really nice that way. And when it does that, you basically end up with an open face configuration. But man, I love this modular helmet. Modulars are noisier and they're not quite as safe, of course, but man, the convenience is just hard to give up. You just pop that front shield up, right, and you can get a drink from your drink, or when you're getting gas or something, it can really be handy. Now this helmet is like a diving bell. It's like, you probably noticed, right? It's this giant, huge bobule. I feel like a bobblehead in it. It's not really that heavy, but it's definitely big. The Groovy Bean noticed it right away. He's like, oh, that's quite a balloon head you have there. But I've really gotten to where I like it. The review said to buy it a size bigger, which I did, and I'm not sure I would have needed to do that. I think the head part of it is true to size, but then the cheeks are very, very tight, and I think some people that have ordered the proper head size have ended up with their cheeks just getting squished. But I've got kind of a narrow face anyway. I probably would have been all right. But one thing about the extra room in it is it's extremely comfortable, and the sound is great. It has like a Cardo system in it, and the Cardo system works fantastic. I can hear everything coming through the speakers. If I play music, it's no problem, and when the intercoms are running, it's no problem at all. So I don't know. I wasn't really willing to pull the trigger on a Cardo or a Sena system before, but I finally it was integrated with the helmet. The Cardo system was integrated with this helmet, so I bought it and was already hooked up and everything. So why not? And it works great. I wish I'd have done it a long time ago. This one anyway is well worth the money in my experience. We tried to use radios, like those little kind of like ham radios. Not really ham radios, but a lot of people use them for side-by-sides and things like that. And man, we could never get them, just any wind noise at all, any engine noise, wind noise. I don't know, we had bad mics or something, but they were horrible. There's probably somebody out there that's had better luck. What in the world? And it got a little tornado there. But anyway, this is working fantastic. So I got another unit to have on hand for people I'm riding with, and we put it in the Groovy Beans helmet, and he did quite well with it. Now his helmet's tighter, and the speakers eventually started pushing in on his ears and caused a lot of pain, and so he switched over. He pulled the speakers out and just went with regular wired earplugs, and then he was fine after that. But man, even at speed, we'd be up, running at higher speeds, a lot of wind noise, right? And we could hear each other. It was really nice. So I'm happy. I'm happy with this helmet. I think it was like $600 or $700, so not cheap at all. Not bad in terms of what helmets can cost, but so very pleased with it. Recommend it, and hopefully it'll last for many a happy year to come. So when you're camping, you can do without a lot of things, but one of the things you can't do without is your sleeping bag. And I thought when I was loading this thing out that, gosh, it doesn't seem like I'm taking up nearly as much room as usual. And there's a reason for that. I forgot my sleeping bag. Good grief. Oh, well, I guess I'll go back home and get it. That's just great. Oh, look, I'm back in Indiana. I don't know. I'm sure I would ask the question, what kind of idiot takes off for camping in just above freezing temperature nights and forgets his sleeping bag? Well, I know the answer to that question. I know the answer now. We have a guy we follow on YouTube. His name is Freddie Dobbs. English fellow, does lots of motorcycle and various other kinds of travel. And he's always very open and honest about making mistakes, about getting started late or forgetting things or not organizing well. And we're always like, oh, Freddie, you're so silly. And now I'm guilty of a major faux pas. I am thankful that I did not get all the way to the campsite, unpack all my stuff, and say to myself, God, shouldn't there be a sleeping bag here somewhere? Oh my heavens. And of course I got a late enough start. So 3 hours to get there. I mean, if I turned right around and took off again, I wouldn't get to the campsite until after 7 o'clock. I'll have to look and see what time the sun goes down. I don't think I really mind that. Putting camp up. Setting up camp in dusk isn't too bad, but in pitch dark, I don't think I would enjoy that very much. Okay, we are home. All I gotta do now is get a sleeping bag. Yay! Well, that was embarrassing, but I now have a sleeping bag. Let's try this again. I'm going to stop at my sister's instead of trying to make it all the way to a campsite. So, till the morning, Swamp Geezer, confused and traveling, signing out.